touched down in Asia for his weekend visit because he decided that the most important thing to do after dancing like a weird person, potentially with braces on his legs, according to the photographs and analysis of those photographs of his little dance moves. But anyway, he decided the most important thing to do after dancing like an idiot was to get on Truth Social and let everybody know that all those polls, which is literally every poll, showing that a majority of Americans disapprove of him and everything he has done in office, all of them, totally fake. None of them are real, folks. Don't worry about it. Everybody loves Trump. And every single pollster in the country is 100% wrong. Here's what Trump put on Truth Social. Many people are petrified by the radical left, but I'm not. They keep getting me and other Republicans elected. After winning 3 elections by a lot, I am now getting the best polling numbers that I have ever received. All right, before we even continue, let's go ahead and break it down lie by lie here. You're terrified of the radical left, which isn't even really a thing, but you're terrified. Report came out just a couple days ago saying that Donald Trump has actually stopped going out in D.C., no more surprise pop-in visits, because of the incident a month ago where he went out to dinner and protesters were there and they scared the bejesus out of him. So you are literally terrified of people on the left even being around you. So don't even try to convince us you're not scared. Reports have proven that you are. You won't even leave the safety of your own properties because you're afraid of running into somebody that doesn't like you. Second of all, if you've won 3 elections, then right now you are illegally serving as president of the United States, bud. You do realize that, right? The Constitution is crystal clear. No person shall be elected more than twice. And you're saying you won 3, which means get the hell out of the White House right now. You're done. If what you're saying is true, which it's not, you're serving illegally as president of the United States. Number 3, the best polling numbers you've ever received. You're literally having the worst polling numbers that you've ever gotten. Worse than at any point in your first term. In over 10 months in office, not even 11 yet, you have squandered your positive approval rating and your positive approval rating on every issue. You are now underwater overall and underwater on each individual issue. You have also lost ground with every single demographic in the country. You're almost underwater with every demographic. The one that is saving you, although those numbers are going down, is white men. That story came out just a couple days ago. Whew. But we're not done yet with the lies, folks. He's got more. People see how strong the economy is. We're suffering from inflation and high unemployment. That's not a good economy. The trillions of dollars of investment pouring into our country. None of that has materialized. Not a bit of it. In fact, as I discussed in a segment about a week or so ago, almost all of those investments are not even happening to any degree and will not ever happen. Those were just other countries kind of playing you in order to get you to drop the tariffs on them. Like you got played and you're too dumb to know you got played. The record-setting strong border after years of millions of criminals pouring through it, totally unvetted and unchecked. Ending 8 wars in 8 months. No men playing in women's sports. No transgender for everyone. Rapidly falling energy prices and much more. Jesus Christ. Nobody actually cared who's playing what sport. It didn't affect. It may have affected like 3 people in this country. That's it. Out of 340 million people, 3 people may have actually had their daily lives slightly disrupted a couple of times because of transgender people in sports. Other than that, it didn't affect your life. It doesn't matter to your life. You just hate people who are different from you. And I'm talking to all the MAGA people who voted based on that. The other thing, you haven't ended a single war. All of those conflicts you claim to have ended are all still going on, including Israel-Palestine. And of course, home energy prices are actually going up right now. So you're wrong on quite literally every single thing, but he's still not done, folks. Despite all of this, the radical left losers are taking fake ads not showing real polls, but rather saying that I'm polling at low levels. These are the people that I've been beating for years and am continuing to do so, but by even bigger margins. These ads should not be allowed to run because they are fake. What ads? Like, that's the bottom line of all of this. What ads? There are no ads. There's no ads, at least that I know of, unless the Lincoln Project has snuck one in there, although I've seen their recent ads and I haven't seen it, that say Donald Trump is polling badly. Like, that's not a thing that exists. You're mad and ranting about a thing that's not even real. You might as well get mad at Bigfoot for being the one to demolish the East Wing of the White House, right? If we're talking about things that don't exist. That's the level of dementia for the President of the United States, folks. What he's really mad about is obviously he does see the polls, but he can't just be mad at the polls. So he has to create a fake scenario where the polls are being weaponized against him. For what purpose? Right? That's the other part. If you're going to launch a conspiracy, you got to think the whole thing through, bud. What does anybody have to gain from lying to people about your poll numbers? Can anybody answer that? Like, we're more than a year away from the midterms, so running an ad now, making up fake poll numbers to make Trump look bad, does nothing. Nothing at all. So if you're gonna launch a conspiracy theory, bud, you gotta at least kind of make it plausible, right? It's gotta be somewhat believable, but you just don't even care, right? Your dementia is not letting you fully flesh these things out. And it's just getting kind of pathetic at this point to watch you have these ridiculous little meltdowns on a near daily basis. If you've ever wondered how scammers get your phone number or why your inbox is flooded with spam, this is how they do it. Companies called data brokers sell your data to anyone willing to pay for it. They do it without your consent, and they make billions selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And while they're legally required to remove your info if you ask, they make the process confusing and hard on purpose. That's why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family and friends. They take care of the hard part by automatically removing your info from these sites and keeping it off. Aura is all-in-one digital security. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door open. You get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web. They provide real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking. They have 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure. They provide a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and so much more. And they have US-based support available around the clock if anything goes wrong. If anything does end up happening, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. And they have US fraud experts ready to help you 24/7. It's one app that provides every layer of protection. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable online, and you shouldn't either, and that's why I personally use Aura. Your personal data is collected by almost every single website you go to. Every shopping site you enter your information, it becomes the property of that company that then hands it to the brokers that then hand it to anyone. So protect yourself with Aura. Try it for yourself. You can go to aura.com/Farron to try 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to start scrubbing your personal info off these data broker sites without you lifting a finger.